finish line, where in just 2 laps, somebody is going to hit the bank.
Well, we know what Tony Stewart in the 20 car is going to do for 5 more miles. He's going to hug that yellow line right there.
Boy, I tell you, Gillen is really closing up. He loses a little ground off of 2 right there. Car's probably a little tight. If he can get some help from behind, he might be able to make a run down the back going into 3.
And that's the big question. Will that number 2 of Kurt Busch help him or go his own way?
That's dictated by what kind of run he has. If he's got a passing run, Kurt might go with him. If he's just got to get out there and get hung run, he's going to get hung out to dry.
1 lap to go. Somebody is about to win at least $215,000.
Kurt Busch keeps peeking around back there in that 2 car.
You got to get closer together than that.
Dale Earnhardt won this race a record 6 times. Jeff Gordon, 3-time winner. Nobody else has won more than 2. Excuse me, Dale Jarrett's a 3-time winner. Nobody else has banked more than 2. Tony Stewart could win his 3rd right here. Here they come for the flag.
Whoa.
Big crash.
Denny Hamlin involved.
Stewart, Gilliland, Busch, the finish. Tony Stewart wins his 3rd Budweiser shootout as Elliott Sadler and Denny Hamlin come across the line in a shower of sparks.
Last year's winner in the infield wreck on the last lap.
Within about 200 yards of the start-finish line.
See, I think I've seen Everhand cars torn up more the last couple of laps of races than anybody cars I can remember.
And Kyle Busch, who led the most laps, has to be satisfied with 7th.
Nice job, Tony.
And how about the rookie David Gilliland?
That's pretty impressive, boys.
Finishing 2nd to Stewart by 13/100ths of a second.
Because he got shoved into the back.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
But you know what this does? It just gives him more and more confidence every time he has a run like this.
With a team like he has, Todd Parrott on the pit box, the way that car runs, yeah, I'd say they got a lot to look forward to next Sunday.
Elliott Sadler and Dale Earnhardt Jr. both okay. Jr. drives away. And Denny Hamlin climbs out. Last year a winner. This year crashed on the final lap.
I wish you'd look at that. Both the Rays cars torn all to pieces. It's amazing.
Now again, these are not the cars that they will race in the Daytona 500 and in qualifying tomorrow. Stewart has a signature celebration. Not sure he'll get to do it here tonight, but let's look at this finish. Watch the 19 and the 11 and the 8.
Oh, I think Junior got in the back of Elliott.
And nowhere for Denny Hamlin to go.
And Elliott then went down the track into the 11, almost turned him over, and here comes his teammate Casey Kane and rams into the side of the 11 car.
Greg Biffle was also involved.
And you know, Mike, none of these cars are their Daytona 500 cars, but a lot of them are their backup Daytona 500 cars.
Hard to tell if Sadler was already a little loose when Dale Jr. got to him, but there certainly was enough contact to send him around.
This look here may give it to us.
Looked to me like the 8 probably got into the back of the 19, just enough to turn him. Yeah, right there.
Doesn't take much at that kind of speed.
Riding with Elliott Sadler.
Well, that was a hard lick on Denny Hamlin, the 11.
I think that's Casey Kane's car. Yeah.
Just checking that. That was Casey Kane.
Still inside. He got all the help.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's Sadler.
Yeah. And I thought maybe Sadler lifted, but it sure didn't sound like it. It just sounded like it maybe Junior lifted him up off the ground, got him sideways. This ought to tell the tale right here.
Now let's use our Fox 3D here, which uses GPS positioning to show where the cars were when things started to happen.
See that little nudge?
Little bump right there.
And away they went. Everybody walked away. That's the good news. But there are some badly damaged race cars. We'll go to victory lane and Steve Burns.
Tony Stewart wins his third Budweiser Shootout. Mike climbs out of that number 20 Home Depot Chevrolet. Gets congratulations from Greg Zipadelli. And Tony, you said the other night this was the happiest you had ever been coming into a season. Talk about your frame of mind and talk about that gutsy move on the 5 car to get past him.
I mean, we were really good. We speed-wise, we were unbelievable. But you know, with 2 Chevys up front like that and a Ford behind us, I was a little nervous. But I was sandwiched in between some Busch brothers before the caution comes out. But we just, you know, I knew when we came out of the pits and saw that the 9 car took 2, and I knew the 5 took 2, but that at least got us back with the 5, and that's who I wanted to run with. We were a really good combination together, and I was wondering if the tires were going to become a factor, and I finally got a chance to really push him real hard into one once, and it got him loose, and then he went up the track a little bit, and then when he tugged it down, I caught him right there and didn't touch him, but just caught him enough that you know, Goodyear's really put all of us in a bind with this hard tire. It's just so hard to drive these things after you get laps on them, but you know, that was the save of the year. I mean, Kyle did an awesome job, and I don't know how many guys could have saved that car. He did an awesome job catching it.
All right, thanks. Congratulations, Tony. Krista?
Chevy!
Perhaps he feels like a winner, that's for sure. As David Gillen pulled his car up, your crew chief Todd Parrott said, now that's what I'm talking about. Can you even put into words what you're feeling right now?
No, just a lot of excitement, you know, just very proud to be able to bring home the M&M's Ford Fusion, you know, a great finish. You know, our main thing is to try and get this thing started off this year, start off with a little momentum, and I really feel like we have a great chance coming in here. You know, Todd Parrott and all the guys at the shop worked their tails off all winter, and I think the 2 tests and this coming out like this just shows how very hard they've worked, and Robbie Yates Racing is back, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
All right, we're excited to see what you can do on Sunday. To Dick.
The terrific run to finish in 3rd position. What did you need to get those other 2 cars?
I keep building my restrictor plate program, whether it's the team or myself. I feel like we're getting closer, but the gold World Beer Cup car for Miller Lite did great in the shootout tonight.
Terrific job. Matt?
We've caught up with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jr., what happened on that final lap?
Very self-explanatory. If you watch the tape, I got in the back of Elliott trying to bump draft, and he wasn't up on the straightaway yet, so I got into him too early and wrecked him and wrecked both Ray's cars, so I'm sorry about that. But, you know, we just, you know, we're back there trying to do what we could do, and I was trying to help a friend of mine and just got overzealous and overdid it.
And he came by to make sure he was all right. You saw him up on the front stretch. Mike?
Earnhardt Jr. finishes 15th, Sadler 16th, and Hamlin 17th. As Tony Stewart notches the 4th Budweiser Shootout victory for car owner Joe and J.D. Gibbs. His own 4th win in this all-star sort of race. David Gilliland, the rookie, gets the glass slipper, 2nd place. Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick.